Okay, welcome everyone. We've still got a few more people coming into the room, but thanks to all those of you here already for joining us today. Over the next 15 to 20 minutes, we're going to share with you more details about the 33rd International Publishers Congress. You'll hear from IPA President Bador Al-Qasimi, as well as from our Secretary General, Jose Borghino, and Laura Prinsloo, Chair of the International Publishers Congress Organizing Committee. They will each share with you details about the program and the other events that will make this Congress special. A few quick housekeeping rules. This session is being recorded and may be made available to people who were unable to attend today's session. Could I ask everyone to stay on mute while our guest speakers are talking? And please, you'll have an opportunity to ask questions later in the session. So please allow Jose and Laura to finish their presentations, and then we'll open up the floor for questions. So with that done, I'm delighted to share some welcoming remarks from IPA's president, Bador Al-Qasimi. Please share the video.
Marketing and distribution. Leading speakers from our industry will be at the Congress to tell you everything you need to know to embrace these changes and to take advantage of all they have to offer. There will also be discussions on important issues such as protection of copyright, freedom to publish, literacy, publishing sustainability, diversity, and more. This is the moment to reset our industry, make it stronger, and take advantage of changes in our world. To make this happen, our strength lies in our numbers. Our power is our unified voice. The IPA Congress will be a wonderful opportunity to meet your colleagues, old and new, to create new partnerships, share and learn new ideas, and be part of the conversation to build a thriving sector together. I want to thank the Jakarta Programming Committee, chaired by the IPA's Vice President, Kerini Pansa, for all their hard work over the past 2 years to put together this wonderful 2-day program, featuring over 50 speakers across 11 panels, as well as cultural tours, prize ceremonies, receptions, networking events, ending with what promises to be a fantastic gala dinner. Also, for the first time in our history, thanks to the generosity of the Indonesian government, registration for the Congress will be free, together with very affordable hotel packages, thus making the event accessible to as many publishers as possible. So I really look forward to meeting all of you in Jakarta for what promises to be a wonderful and exciting event. I hope to see you there.
Thank you for that message, Bador. Apologies to all for the sound issues at the start there. So you heard it right. Thanks to the very kind support of the Jakarta city government, registration for this Congress is absolutely free. You just need to cover your airfare to Jakarta and your accommodation, and we'll talk about accommodation packages a little later. So some key things to remember already. When is the Congress? It's from the 10th to the 12th of November, 2022, so in 3 months' time. Where? It's at the Fairmont Hotel in Jakarta, Indonesia. And how much do tickets cost? Nothing. They're absolutely free. The theme of the Congress is Reading Matters, Embracing the Future. Now, why Jakarta? Jakarta is a regional hub for the publishing sector and a cultural melting pot since pre-colonial times. It's a city with international level infrastructure with experience of hosting top level events. It's UNESCO's first city of literature in Southeast Asia. But the city of Jakarta isn't the only reason why you should come to the Congress, of course. And Jose and Laura will tell you a little bit more about that in a couple of minutes. The Congress has been organized by a number of organizations working together: the Jakarta Provincial Government, the Jakarta Book City Committee, the IPA, and the Indonesian Publishers Association, IKAPI. The Congress has a stunning lineup of speakers that, as Bador said in her message, give us the opportunity as an industry to come together and discuss a great variety of the changes and challenges affecting our sector internationally. 2 full days of discussions with a cultural program as well. And in case I've already convinced you, you can register already by going to publisherscongress.com. And I think we have a short video that we can show you to just show you how that registration process works. So as you can see from the initial website, publisherscongress.com, you had the registration page and a link there, which takes you to the Goers platform, which is the platform we're using. There you can choose the number of tickets that you want. You have to provide some personal details. You'll also have the opportunity in there to book your accommodation packages, and we can share some details with you about that as well. The process just for registering tickets is very straightforward, as you can see, and you'll receive the tickets in your email. So thanks for sharing that. And now I'd like to invite Jose Borghino, IPA Secretary General, to join us. And he's going to talk with you for around 5 minutes or so about the 2-day program and give you a feel for the speakers who will be joining us.
Thanks, James, and thanks, Bador, for the introduction. Hello, everyone. In various time zones. Here in just outside Geneva, it's early morning. So welcome to our presentation about the 33rd IPA Congress, Reading Matters, Embracing the Future. I'd like to skip through the program today. You can find out more information about the program at our website. We'll give you the details at the end. But today, I just want to be able to go through the program quickly, give you some outlines, and get you excited about coming. All right, so before I hit day 1, there's a couple of keynote speakers that I need to tell you about. Darren Tang, who's the Director General of WIPO at the moment, will give us the opening keynote speech. He will be talking about multilateralism and copyright, 2 things he knows a lot about. And at the beginning of the second day, we have a well-known Japanese author, novelist, by the name of Natsuo Kirino, who she will be talking about censorship, self-censorship, and cancel culture. So I reckon it's worth just hearing those 2. But let's get into the program. We open with a session called Liberty or Surveillance, moderated by Trasvin Jiti Decharak. This will be about one of our pillars, freedom to publish. It talks about social media. Is social media there to promote freedom of expression or to suppress it, or both? Second session is about our second pillar, which is copyright. And we'll be talking about artificial intelligence and publishing. That will be moderated by Chandra Darusman, who used to work for WIPO. Next session, please. Books for Children. Our up-and-coming president, Karine Panza from Brazil, will take us through what's happening in children's book publishing and also looking towards readers of the future. Next slide, please. Marketing and distribution, something that doesn't get often talked about, but something that obviously is really important and is changing daily at the moment. Benedicta Page, the deputy editor of the Bookseller in the UK, will be talking to people about what's happening right now across the board in distribution and marketing. The next session is a really interesting one. We're calling it the Faustian bargain because it's about how new technology brings so much to our experience of the world, but at the same time, we're losing things as these new technologies take hold. This will be moderated by Taufikur Rahman, the chief editor of the Jakarta Post. And the last session on day one, the path towards net zero. This is possibly the most important subject that any of us can be talking about in any context at the moment. So we'll be looking at sustainable publishing in the future. This will be moderated by our ex-president, Michiel Coleman from the Netherlands. So the next day, as I said, will be opened by Natsuo Kirino. And the first session will be about trailblazing women in publishing. This will be moderated by our current president, Badur Al-Qasimi. She'll be talking to a panel full of incredibly talented women publishers, and she'll be talking about what happens next in the move to bring more women into publishing around the world. The next session is called The Value of EdTech. This is moderated by the chair of the current Education Publishers Forum, a committee of the IPA. Stefan de Valk from the Netherlands will be talking about how education publishers can't ignore EdTech. EdTech's not going to go away, so we need to find a way of working with them and making it a win-win situation for everyone. Next session is Conquering Cultural Hegemony Through Translation. So we'll be looking at ways that translators see the world, interpret the world for us, and bring us closer to other parts and other people and other languages. This will be moderated by Alvin Pang from Singapore. Promoting reading. This will be moderated by the editor-in-chief of Publishing Perspectives, Porter Anderson, and he'll be talking to people about literacy. He'll be talking to people about how we measure literacy and ways of increasing literacy around the world. Next session, Inspire. This will close off the program for us. It will be moderated by Fabrice Pillot, the editor-in-chief of Livre Hebdo in France, and we'll be talking about ways that we can celebrate diversity in its very different and very varied manifestations around the world. So, as you can see, that's 11 fantastic sessions. They're exciting, provocative, they're broad-ranging, bringing in a whole bunch of ideas and dilemmas, if you like, that publishers and all of us are dealing with at the moment. You'll see new faces, you'll see global faces, people from around the world, but also very many local people talking, very proud of the fact that every panel has someone from Indonesia, sometimes more than one person from Indonesia and the region. I also want to let you know that there'll be a number of presentations happening throughout the 2 days. There'll be the awarding, the first time we award the IPA Champion and Innovation Awards. We'll be announcing, or not announcing, but awarding the Prix Voltaire for 2022, and there will be a moderated discussion about accessible publishing happening through the 2-day program. I'll finish for now. You might have some more questions, happy to answer them, and Laura will tell you about the exciting cultural programs that are also being put together. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jose. And well, everyone can check out the full program on the website, publisherskongres.com. I think we can drop a direct link to that page into the chat. But the Congress isn't just about the speakers and the discussions, obviously, it's also about the networking and the opportunities to exchange with other delegates. Laura, maybe you could tell us a little bit more about the side programs and how people can take advantage of their trip to Jakarta to experience more of the city and the country.
Thank you, James. Thank you, Jose, and thank you, Budor, for the speech. Hello, everybody. Salam from Jakarta. I think what Jose has presented gives enough reason to join the IPA Congress this year. But we at the committee wanted to do more in celebration of Jakarta as the UNESCO City of Literature. We also have prepared a Day 3 program specifically for the culture. Okay. So after 2 days of full Congress, which will start actually on the 9th of November with a welcoming reception at Fairmont, and then end on the 11th of November during the gala dinner. The following day, we've actually prepared a range of are coming to Jakarta or also coming to Indonesia for the first time. So there will be shuttle buses picking up delegations from the Fairmont Hotel to go to Jakarta Convention Center, where the Indonesia International Book Fair is going to be held. And then the bus will go to the Taman Ismail Marzuki. It's a new revitalized space for arts and culture, and also holds one of the largest library that we just launched in Jakarta. So this will be a good trip for those that want to know more about the literature scene in Jakarta. At Taman Ismail Marzuki, there's going to be several events. One of them is Jakarta Content Week and a few other cultural programs. And then the bus shuttle will drop everyone off back to the Fairmont Hotel. And we are still in negotiation on how many buses, shuttle buses, available during the day. But there's also going to be an optional Jakarta cultural tour organized by the Jakarta government for those that are planning to stay in Jakarta on the 12th of November. For those that are keen to extend their trip to outside Jakarta, we have worked together with Ubud Writers and Readers Festival in Bali to organize an optional Bali trip from the 12th to the 16th of November. Next slide, please. So the first stop to Jakarta Convention Center, there's Indonesia International Book Fair. Some of you probably have been to this fair. But specifically for the IPA delegations, participants, the Indonesia International Book Fair will arrange business matchmaking and casual networking at 10 a.m. until 12 noon at the Indonesia Rights Fair. So this is again a free event. Anyone can join. Please save the website address and you can check the website for further information. Next slide. And then the second stop would be at the Taman Ismail Marzuki. So this is a huge space that would hold the Jakarta Content Week. It's an international creative content festival organized together by the 17,000 Islands of Imagination Foundation and Frankfurt Book Fair. The stakeholders from various sectors of the creative industries, from publishing, cuisine, fashion, crafts, film, design, games, cosplay, digital startups, and other media gather together to exchange ideas, exhibit. There's also B2B, the market platform for exchanging IP rights. And for more information about Jaktent, you can also visit their website, www.jaktent.com. Next slide, please. Still at the Taman Ismail Marzuki, we've prepared other exhibitions and programs at the same location. One of them is an exhibition on the life and work of this called My Name is Pram. And this is specifically created only for the IPA participants and delegations. And then on the same location as well, we are preparing an exhibition featuring materials on women writers from the Habe Yassin Archives and Documentation Center called the Woman in Indonesian Literature. This is also something that you don't want to miss. And then another exhibition still in the same place called the Library and Mobile Library Exhibition. It exhibits innovative ways of increasing public literacy. Next session, next slide, please. So for those that want to stay at Taman Ismail Marzuki, you are more than welcome to do that. Or if you want to stay at the Indonesia International Book Fair, you are also more than welcome to do that, because all these locations are very close to each other. Even if you want to take the taxi instead of the shuttle bus, that is very possible. But those that want to join the optional tours, we have Jakarta City Tour, organized by the Jakarta government. They still are not ready yet with the itinerary, but it will take roughly half a day to do this tour. And then for those that want to go outside Jakarta, as I said before, we are working with the Ubud Writers and Readers Festival to arrange a trip to Bali. As you all know, Bali is Indonesia's most popular tourist destination. If you haven't been to Indonesia, this is your first time, you probably don't want to miss this out. The tour itself is focused on culture, culinary, and coffee. So there won't be much talk shows, discussions, and all that, but you will be doing a lot of exciting cultural activities such as cooking class, a cultural trip to artisan handmade ceramic pottery place, a lot of Balinese culture activities, and so on. If you are interested to join this, please contact the Ubud Writers and Readers Festival, Arum Christina. The link is there, and she will be able to direct you on the next step. But as far as I know, your flight ticket needs to be arranged independently. But perhaps she is also willing to help with that. Next slide. Okay. So everything that we've presented in this webinar is made available on our website, www.publisherskongres.com. Should you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. We are here to make sure your trip and your preparation for the trip as easy as possible. As you can see, we update this website every second, I think. Hopefully, it has all the information you need.
Thanks, Laura.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, James. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for that. So I hope that's whetted everyone's appetite. I'm very happy to open the floor to questions. You can use the chat if you prefer to write, or you can use the raise hand tool if you want, and we'll do our best to get through as many questions we can in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Do we have any questions from our guests today? All very clear. Thanks, Simon. We have a question on digital participation from Zey in Turkey. Who would like to take that one?
I think it falls to me.
Okay, maybe I can answer. We are.
I'll go for it, Laura.
No, I say I'd rather have you answer it.
Well, at the moment, it will be a physical Congress. We're not planning to make it hybrid or anything else. We're monitoring COVID, and we're monitoring all possibilities. And if things change, then we will adapt and evolve. But at the moment, it's a physical Congress.
Hi, Zey.
Thanks, Zey.
A couple of other people saying that it's very clear and appealing. That's good to hear. Any more questions? Please take this this opportunity while we're all here. Do you have any further information from Graham? Do you have any further information with regards to COVID protocols, expectations? Laura, I don't know about the current situation. Well, Jose and I can speak from our experience when we went earlier this year, but obviously the rules keep changing.
Yes, so we've met with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and right now there are, I think, last time I checked, 19 countries can apply their visa on arrival, but we always update this document in our website. So when you arrive, you can immediately apply. And in terms of vaccinations, no, we don't at the moment. The government doesn't require you to submit a PCR swab test, but you have to be fully vaccinated.
And is the application still being used? There was a smartphone application like a health check. Is that still being used or not?
Yes.
Okay. I think we've lost Laura, but well, earlier in the year there was a Peduli Lindungi application that you also had to have on your phone to be able to travel around. But we'll obviously update the site and refer people to that information as it develops. Two more questions, I think. Will the sessions be recorded for eventual sharing? I think that's definitely what's being planned. I'll let Jose contradict me if I'm wrong.
No, I'm hoping that they'll be recorded so that we can share it with our members and maybe elsewhere.
Great. And is this program for English publishing books? Is it for any language publications? It's for international publishing, whatever language. It's the sessions are all held in English as a language of conversation, but it's to deal with publishing wherever in whatever language.
Yeah, I mean, just have a look at the program. You'll see that there are people from all over the world. As James said, most of the sessions are primarily in English. We do have some translation of the second keynote, Natsuo Kirino, but that doesn't mean that we're ignoring non-English publishing. In fact, we're trying to put a spotlight on the many ways that publishers are working all across the world.
Thanks, Jose. Question from Jessica on visa on arrival. Do we need to state that we are attending a conference, or is it a tourist visa?
That's a good question.
So we can help prepare a visa invitation letter. So in that visa invitation letter, it will mention that you will be coming to the IPA Congress.
Okay, and who should people contact if they want a visa invitation letter, Laura? Who should they write to?
Yes, it's on the website. There's IPA Congress at jakartabookscity.com. So you can email us any request that you need.
Perfect. Okay. And Kathy's also followed up on that, the visa question. She's been advised to get a business visa arranged by the Indonesian government as a speaker. We'll follow up on that with you, Kathy. Okay. Thanks, Peter, for the kind comment as well. Okay. Any more questions? If not, Laura, maybe you could repeat that email address one more time in case anyone has any follow-up questions, and then we can start bringing this to a close.
Yes, it's IPA Congress at jakartabookscity.com.
Great. Thanks, Laura. And thanks to everyone for joining us. Weda's already also shared another email address that you can use if you want to contact us. And well, I hope that's convinced you all. You can go to publisherscongress.com right now, click on the register button and sign up. And we look forward to seeing you in Jakarta. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
See you in Jakarta.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you.
Thank you.